What if the apocalypse did not begin with fire falling from the sky, but with a rider wearing a crown? Nearly 2,000 years ago, on the island of Patmos, a man named John received a vision so overwhelming, so terrifying, that it would echo across centuries. He saw a scroll sealed with 7 seals, a scroll containing judgment, a scroll containing the unfolding of the end. And when the first 4 seals were opened, 4 riders were released. They were not legends. They were not myths created to frighten children. They were warnings. The first seal was opened, and John wrote, "And I looked, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer." A white horse, the color of purity, the color of peace, the color that resembles righteousness. But something about this rider is unsettling. He carries a bow, yet no arrows are mentioned. He's given a crown. He does not seize it. Authority is handed to him, and he goes forth conquering, but not through visible warfare. Many believe this rider represents deception, a false peace, a leader who unites the world not by force, but by persuasion, a conqueror who wins through influence, diplomacy, and promises of stability. The world does not resist him. It embraces him. He rides quietly, and while the world celebrates unity, the first seal has already been broken. Then the second seal is opened. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. The red horse does not conquer nations. He removes peace. Conflict erupts, not because it is created from nothing, but because the thin layer holding humanity together is stripped away. Brother turns against brother. Nation rises against nation. Streets once filled with laughter echo with sirens. Violence spreads like wildfire. The Red Rider does not need to start war. He only needs to remove restraint. And once peace is taken from the earth, there is no negotiation left, only survival. Then the third seal is opened, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. He holds scales, not a sword, not a spear, scales. A voice declares that a measure of wheat will cost a full day's wage. Food becomes scarce. Survival becomes expensive. The economy shifts. The rich endure. The poor struggle. Famine does not always look like empty fields. Sometimes it looks like inflated prices. Sometimes it looks like supply chains collapsing. Sometimes it looks like choosing between eating and surviving another day. The black horse walks slowly. Economic control does not rush. It spreads gradually, silently tightening its grip. Peace fades, conflict erupts, scarcity grows. Then the fourth seal is opened, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. The word translated as pale carries the tone of greenish decay, the color of sickness, the color of a body without life. His name is not symbolic. It is death, and Hades follows close behind. Authority is given to him over a fourth of the earth. Not to warn, not to threaten, but to kill with sword, with famine, with plague, and with the beasts of the earth. 1/4 of humanity, gone. The fourth rider does not negotiate. He completes what the others began. Some believe these horsemen ride in strict sequence. Others believe they ride simultaneously, weaving through history in cycles. But the pattern remains undeniable. First comes false peace, then war, then economic collapse, then widespread death. History echoes this rhythm. Empires rise promising stability. War follows. Economies strain. Disease spreads. Humanity repeats what it refuses to learn. The imagery is powerful, but the deeper question is whether it is prophetic. Because before any rider moved, something else happened. A scroll was opened, and it was not opened by the riders. It was opened by the Lamb. Revelation describes the Lamb as the only one worthy to break the seals, meaning nothing rides without permission. Nothing unfolds without sovereignty. The apocalypse is not chaos spiraling out of control. It is judgment under authority. That changes everything. The horsemen are not random forces of destruction. They are instruments, controlled, measured, allowed. And if they are allowed, then they are purposeful. For centuries, people have tried to identify the White Rider, Leaders have been accused, movements suspected, systems analyzed. Every generation sees shadows of the riders in its headlines. Wars have come and gone, economies have collapsed, pandemics have swept continents, millions have died, and still the prophecy stands. Some believe the seals are future, others believe they are unfolding now. But whether near or far, the warning remains. The Four Horsemen are not entertainment. They are revelation. They reveal how fragile peace truly is, how quickly order dissolves, how interconnected humanity has become. And they reveal that judgment, when it comes, will not be accidental. Before the seals were opened, there was silence in heaven. Silence. Because once the riders begin their course, history does not rewind. Yet one detail is often overlooked. The Lamb still holds the scroll, which means the final word does not belong to conquest, war, famine, or death. The final word belongs to the one who allowed the seals to break. Prophecy does not exist to cause panic. It exists to prepare. If the riders signal a future crescendo or cycles already repeating, the question is not when they arrive. It is whether humanity is paying attention. Prophecy does not whisper forever. Eventually, it rides.